Okay, but speaking of Edmonton's management, and I want to ask the boys this: who's the worst manager, Ken Holland or Chiarelli?
Oh, Chiarelli. I mean,
No.
do you
Actually,
disagree?
someone posted Chiarelli's like moves. They're not as horrible as we thought they were. They're nowhere near as bad as Holland's.
Ooh,
See, because Holland
That's a
didn't
hot
do well
take.
in Detroit. So I was very surprised when they brought him over after it seemed Detroit was stuck in like the same place Edmonton was, where they were just trying to rebuild but couldn't get any better. Maybe you have a point. I mean, obviously now they have a very good GM, so Detroit is making the right steps. But I don't know. I think maybe it's just you remember the Peter Chiarelli show, and maybe Peter Chiarelli didn't have the benefit of playing with McDavid and Draisaitl for as long, but he had a lot of first round picks that were wasted. So I would stand by that.
Keep
I
in
mean,
mind,
yeah, but he had also one of the best free agency signings of all time, Milan Lucic. With the way he's been playing, that contract's a steal.
See again the Lucic
I
contract.
wouldn't
Remember
say
they
it's a steal, but
that was a terrible contract. That was a terrible, and then they had to trade him. So Calgary now they're paying Lucic less money to play there. Well, Edmonton's paying Lucic and Neal, and none of them played. So that didn't end up working very well.
okay,
He's,
so let me frame it like this: what's Holland's best move?
Pugliarvi, getting him over and getting him in the top six.
Okay, but that was mostly done by McDavid and Draisaitl.
I mean, I don't think we've given him enough time because all the big moves he made were for this year, and they haven't looked very good so far. So right now, I would say he doesn't really have many good moves, but in a
Because
year
when
or
you
two, we could go, oh, Hyman, or oh my gosh,
exactly. Yeah, it's not much data.
yeah,
because
but when you look at
Hyman
some of the
started hot,
moves,
right? If he turns it back on, by the end of the year, we could all be going, oh my gosh, I can't believe we were even talking about Edmonton and Hyman.
Hyman started hot, but a 30-year-old, grinder winger who can score was not what the Oilers needed. Whereas when you look at
Not
the
for
moves
5
Chiarelli
million.
did, he tried to fill the holes. Traded a handful of picks to get Cam Talbot, who was amazing for the Oilers for a lot of their runs during his time. Got Oscar
True.
Klefbom on an extremely cheap deal, $4.167 million per year for 8 years. Obviously, horrible injuries have happened to Klefbom. But that was one of the best contracts when they got him.
I agree. Clefbaum was amazing when he stopped playing. I mean, what if Clefbaum comes back at some point too, right? That could fix a lot of Edmonton's defensive
He
But
problems.
Edmonton's over
traded
the cap.
Ben Scrivens
That
for
brings up another
Zach
problem.
Cassian.
Yeah, but now you look at the contract of Cassian, and I'm pretty sure it was Shirley who
Yeah,
signed the
that's
extension. I could be
Holland's
wrong,
deal.
but
That was
That's
it was
Holland's deal.
Holland's to re-sign him. Then that's a really bad deal.
So Holland actually might be the worst GM when you think about it. He has one good signing, and that's the new Nuge one. Eight
I don't
years.
know.
It's a little long, but 5.125 for Nuge.
Yeah, but I
Compare
mean,
that.
how many first
Compare
round
that
picks
to
did he waste?
Chiarelli. Chiarelli signed Leon Draisaitl 8 years at $8.5 million, and look at that contract.
That's a really good contract. That's one of the best contracts in the league. Draisaitl's.
They
Yeah,
hated
the
Austin
Darnell
because he
Nurse
spoke
ones.
the truth. Chiarelli was not the worst GM.
Wow, maybe
Uh,
it's been Holland the whole time. You know,
well, like yeah.
the gun pointing at him. It's been Holland the whole time.
Well, think about it. Because you got the Zach Cassian, you got the Darnell Nurse, you got the Tyson Berry, you got the Cody Cece, you got the Mike Smith. Where's a good signing?
Not only
Barry
that,
was good last year though.
Yeah, he plays on the power play and he just racks up
I
a shit ton
know.
of points. That's
I
it.
know. Still
not to
did his
mention,
job.
he signed Connor McDavid to McDavid's deal, which is a fantastic deal.
Well, any deal.
And like, it really couldn't have been any more.
Yeah.
Like,
You
It could
say
have been
that, though.
1.5 million more.
Yeah, because San Jose offered Tavares $13 million in free agency. $13 million. Just to let that sit in. So, and also he traded Martin Gernat for Patrick Maroon, who was amazing for Edmonton. He was solid on that wing with McDavid for that playoff run. And keep in
Bring
mind,
back
like we talk
Maroon.
about that failed playoff run, but how close did he get? How close did they get? Remember how Anaheim won? Ryan
cheated.
Kessler falls
Kessler
on Talbot
cheated,
and pulls the pads open.
right.
They almost made it to the conference finals.
It's crazy how like something what if Kessler didn't hold the pad? Who knows what could have happened? And just how different their season could have been, and then how different everything else could have been after that. But it always seems like whenever something bad like that happens, teams take a very long time to recover from it. The Flames goal that didn't count, Buffalo with the foot in the crease. It just seems to shock teams when they
Just-
have these bad things happen to them.
JJ, I just gotta ask, what did we do to hurt you today? Why'd you have to bring that up?
Austin brought up Chychrun potentially leaving, and now I'm angry.
And also, he made moves that like didn't work out, but in hindsight, I'm like, that's a good move. He traded Ryan Spooner for Ryan Strome. Ryan Strome has been amazing. If he found that game in Edmonton, imagine how helpful that would have been.
That is true.
Also, to that point, Ken Holland's trade history. Can you name the best player Ken Holland has brought in on a trade to Edmonton?
Ken Holland has the worst trade in Edmonton history because of that one trade for Keith, where he gave up things, and he said in an interview when one of the reporters, and granted Edmonton reporters aren't the best, they can be a little pissy, but one of the reporters asked, why did you give up so much for Keith? And he says, well, did you want me to get him for free? Yes.
Yeah.
So many guys went for free this year.
Yes.
And if not free, I mean even
paid
less, less than what was given.
Buffalo got Will Butcher and a 4th for nothing. Arizona got Gostis Fuhr a 2nd and a 5th for nothing. Like, yes, get paid for it.
Well, okay, not everyone can be Bill Armstrong. Okay, I can't put that on everyone. I mean, when Arizona has the best GM in the league, it shows. Okay.
The Duncan Keith one's a real bad one, but he also traded for Mike Green from Detroit. Which was
Didn't he not play a game? He played like 1 or 0 games or something. Like
he took that contract and just I'm out of here, boys.
I forget if it was COVID related or what it was, or he got hurt, but I don't remember him playing like
many
games at all.
One. He hasn't made a good trade. He's the guy who traded Thomas Tatar to Vegas, Gustav Nyquist to San Jose.